Okay, this isn't going in, but I am now recording.
Okay. Hi, recording. I'm Othros.
Hi, Othros. I'm Penniwhistle. So I found this person off of the magical streets of the internet, and we're going to talk about 2015 Modern.
Yay! The best kind of Modern.
The kind of Modern that I enjoyed playing a lot.
Back when Modern was a turn 4 format, according to Wizards?
Yes, because that was... I mean, in theory, like, you could have filled your deck full of mana dorks and Splinter Twin turn 3, right? But...
yeah, like, it was... like, their design philosophy at the time was they ban or nerf any deck that has a consistent win before turn 4. Occasional earlier wins is fine as long as it's not consistent.
Yeah.
So like this was like after they'd already killed like Storm a couple of times. They'd killed the Burning Shoal Infect deck.
That was after the very first Modern Pro Tour, I think.
Yeah.
That was like 2013. That was early.
Yeah. And this was like way before we had any direct to Modern printing. So this was before we had like Modern Masters or any of that. That really spiked the power level of Modern. Was this? I can't remember. This was. Do we have all the fetches? Was this after? This was after Khans, wasn't it?
Yes. So
yes, we had all the fetches, and the shocks available. So it's like the best mana base pre-Triome. But yeah, it was.
Yeah, I mean So we've jumped ahead in my questions a little bit here. So the organisation for this is top tier. I've got a notepad document open. So my second question is, what is 2015 Modern? What I figured we should start with is question 1: who are we, and why should you care about what we think?
I'm Othros. I've been playing Magic for what? I need to think now. How old am I? At least like 17 years. I think I really got into playing Magic when the first Ravnica came around, and then got back into competitive Magic when I went to university, which is where I met Penniwhistle. And I've played a lot of Standard and a fair bit of Modern back then. And so this is the Modern format I really had experience with. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm Penniwhistle. I had played Magic before. So I got into Magic with Return to Ravnica. That was when I, met Othros and really got into it. I had played before, like, friends at school had messed around with like the 8th and 9th edition intro decks that were given out freely to try and, like the first hit of crack to get the kids addicted, right? But no, yeah, I started playing competitively with. Well, not immediately, but very soon after getting into Return to Ravnica.
That was probably one of the GOAT Standard formats, I'd say, as well.
Yeah, so... Innistrad, Magic 2013, I think? Or was it 12? Or was it 11?
At one point it was probably two concepts, but yeah.
I think it was 11 and 12 for Magic.
And then and then afterwards was Theros, right? That's what I added next.
And yeah,
before Devotion took over and you could just play a silly reanimator deck.
Yes,
I did.
Yeah, you could reanimate Grizzlebrand in Standard, right?
You could, but I wasn't even. I was like reanimating Obsidian Ghost Council.
Yeah, oh, sure.
I was reanimating Serenity Angel.
You could reanimate Hoof.
Yeah, I was reanimating. That was the other thing, because it was like you went like Lingering Souls, reanimate Creative, kill you.
Yes,
it's fun.
Or my very first deck was black-white tokens, so you could go like Cathars Crusade, increasing devotion, put 25 +1/+1 counters down.
And then that was briefly a Modern deck, a 2015 Modern deck, I think is black-white tokens.
Yeah, because is this? Again, jumping ahead in the questions, but is this pre or post Bitter Blossom being banned? Pre, that's a shame.
Definitely pre, because Bitter Blossom is definitely legal because Black Blue Fairies was a deck.
Oh no, okay, you
Niche
got it.
deck, but deck.
Okay, we got it the wrong way around. Because yeah, Bitter Blossom started as banned in the format.
Oh yeah, so it's been unbanned at this point. Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Bitter Blossom is legal in this format.
Yeah, that was one.
That
was one of the cards when the format very first was made, where they went, "Oh no, that's too powerful. We can't possibly put that in."
Yeah, no, Bitter Blossom's not banned in 2015 Modern. Jace still is though.
Yes. Yeah, it was a while until he.
And BBE.
Yes.
Bloodbrain Elf. Sorry, I should use the full card name rather than acronym when we're talking.
Right. Like what what avatar do you want for yourself? Like what
avatar?
Yeah, I'm gonna put pictures up on the screen. So.
Let me think. I'm trying to think which Magic character would be my best avatar. I think now. You've put me on the spot with that one.
I have, yes.
Anyone but us, I know. Can I have the original Solemn Simrilacrum, please? Because I am a sad robot.
The sad robot, perfect.
Yeah, Jens the sad robot.
Cool. Mine is going to be nothing to do with Modern, but it's another fun Magic story. Mine's going to be Thunderbreak Regent.
Oh, yeah.
Because it was legal at this time. It wasn't ever played in Modern, but I was at a Games Day event playing Standard, and someone murderous cut one of my 3 Thunderbreak Regents and then didn't realise what was going to happen to them.
What? They didn't realise they were going to take 9 and die?
Yeah.
Wow. Crazy.
So what is 2015 Modern? Let's read the About page. So, I'll flash up the website on screen. But what is it? 2015 is a community-created, constructed format that includes sets from 8th edition to Magic Origins. That means all cards printed between July 29th, 2003 and July 17th, 2015 that were once standard legal are allowed in this format. Except for the cards that were on the Modern ban list at the time of Magic Origins. So, for legal sets... Yeah, we go all the way down to Magic Origins, so a mistake I keep making when I'm putting together decks is that Khans of Tarkir is in.
Yep. I'm trying to think what was the first set afterwards. I was looking at this earlier, hold on. I think there was Battle for Zendikar, I think was the next set. The first set was not included. Yeah. So, yeah.
Because I was having a discussion in the Discord. Also, there's a Discord. You should join it.
I will do the thing.
Twice now, I've gone while brewing decks. I've gone. Oh, well, this would be better if you could play Tasiga. Oh wait, no, you can.
Everything's better with Tasiga. Yes.
Everything is better with. Do you remember? So, Tasiga was nowadays a 1-mana 4/5 that has an ability that mills you and gives you card advantage, and that is not good enough for Modern.
No.
Nowhere near. Nowhere near.
So all the delve creatures, other than what's the blue dragon that cares about how many spells you delve away with it.
I should know the name of it because I've played that card.
But... That's still a Modern, but that's the only delve creature that's still relevant in Modern.
Yeah.
But the delve kill spell was playable in Modern back then.
Murderous Cut.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it very much was played.
And like this is post ban of both of the delve draw spells, so you can't treasure cruise or what's the other
one? Dig Through Time.
Yeah, treasure cruise and dig through time are very much banned at this point. Yes. Completely fairly.
Yes, Gitaxian.
It's pre-Eldrazi Winter, because Eldrazi Winter came about with Battle for Zendikar.
Yes.
Or the Battle for Zendikar block, at least.
Yes. So Eye of Ugin is still legal.
Eye of Ugin is still legal. You can play Eldrazi Tron, but the only good Eldrazi are the original Titans.
Yes.
So you can't drop a turn to what's it called? Thought Knot.
No.
Like that.
No, you can't go. Turn 1 4 Eldrazi Mimics. Turn 2 Thought Knot.
No. Yeah, take your only removal spell.
Because Eldrazi Winter was one of those moments where I was like, cool, this game is fucked. There is someone just won a Pro Tour with a red common draft chaff from Battle for Zendikar. The there's X5 that got +1/+1 for each colourless permanent, non-land permanent you had.
Yeah. I know the one you mean. I can't remember the name of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you thought Nadi was bad. Although I guess at least Eldrazi Winter was, while it was a bunch of mirror matches, they didn't have the long non-deterministic turns that Nadi did, I guess. So
No, and
even then it's still better.
yeah. And it was like lots of different flavours of it because
because
you know
for sure, because some people went big and some people went wide, and yeah.
But yeah, I mean, at least for myself, I never really experienced it to that bad of a degree in person. Because,
this I wasn't playing modern consistently at that point, thankfully.
I mean, it's just like no one had the money to suddenly go and buy 4 Iovugans, 4 Reality Smashers, 4 Thought Not Seers. Obviously some people did, and you saw it, but it wasn't like.
Well, also Iovugin was from original Zendikar, which had a notorious supply issue by that point, which is why the Zendikar fetches were so expensive in 2015 modern.
Yes.
The first time around. When Karn's fetches came out, a lot of people were playing off-color fetches just to have this because the Karn's fetches were way cheaper than the Zendikar fetches.
Right. I've got the ban list up now. So there's things that are on here that are still banned, like Hypergenesis and Punishing Fire, and what else is like Skull Clamp, right? So these are things that are unchanged from modern today and modern how it's always been, right? This is post-birthing pod ban.
Yep.
Which I was a little bit disappointed with because I was hoping to see pod again, but.
No, but I mean the collected company is legal though, and in the format, so you can have the collected company version of those decks. And so you can still do the collected company into a combo deck.
And I believe this is like immediately after the birthing pod ban. This is really soon after it.
Yeah.
Because
checks out.
I believe pod and collected company were legal together for a very brief time.
Yes, I feel like because it was the what's the Malera combo deck.
Yeah. Ancestral Vision hasn't been unbanned yet.
Yep, sorry, mill players.
What else is in here? Bloodbro Belf hasn't been unbanned yet.
Oh yeah, that was way more recent. That's the last few years, right?
Yeah. So that was legal at the very beginning of Modern.
As was Stoneforge ever legal? I think Stoneforge was legal at one point, right?
Stoneforge was legal in one very specific context.
Stoneforge was legal and then banned and then still legal in that deck, right?
Yes. So there was a pre-constructed deck from original Zendikar that had one copy of Stoneforge Mystic in it.
Yeah, back when Wizards made precons for any format other than Commander.
Yes. And if you played that exact 75 cards, you could use your one copy of Stoneforge Mystic. Because, I never saw it. Just effectively, Stoneforge was banned, right?
So yeah, but Blazing Shoal is banned.
Yes,
but you know what isn't banned? Nourishing Shoal.
Nourishing Shoal is not banned.
So Grishol Brand is a valid deck in this format.
It is, and I can't remember what it's called. The White Shoal I have seen played in Legacy. I don't know if there's a spot for it in Modern. Not as a big card or an important card, but I've seen it played in Miracles.
What's Soul Cycle? Shoal Cycle.
Hey, Shoal Sister.
Yeah. What's the version of Soul Sisters that had the white card that you discard it and you gain life equals the life you've lost this turn, or whatever it is?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Martyr Proc.
Yeah, Martyr of Sands.
Martyr of Sands and Proclamation of Rebirth. That was it.
Yes.
Shining. So the White Shoal is just damage redirection. Interesting.
Yeah. I've seen like that as a one-off in Legacy Miracles because Terminus is 6 mana.
Oh yeah.
Maybe there's a place for it in Modern.
Oh yeah. So the other thing that is legal in this is RTR's legal. And Innistrad legal. So you could theoretically build one of those Stuffy Doll, Boros Reckoner casting Blasphemous Act deck.
Yes,
that
you
would be
could.
legal in this format.
Um,
Might not be good, but it would be legal.
yes. What was this? Was a combo in standard. It was Boros Reckoner, and then what? It was what was it? It was like Celestia.
Rise Shield? No.
It was. You gave it lifelink somehow. The easiest way I think was Azorius Signet. Azorius Charm.
Oh, yeah.
And then made it
And you gave it
indestructible.
indestructible somehow, yeah.
Which I'm trying to remember how you did that in.
Boris John.
Oh yeah, Boros Charm, all permanents indestructible, right? So
Yep.
that was
You control indestructible, send them to you.
yeah. That was a 3-card combo that gave you infinite life.
Yep. If you had a way to make it bigger, you could deal infinite damage too.
Yes. Yeah, Stuffy Dull Blasphemous Act. Which there's about 1 million old videos of Pleasant Kenobi playing if you want to go watch that. And Mono Red Tron might be a brew we try out, right?
Mono Red Tron, yeah.
It's not the first.
It's the worst Tron.
Yeah, it's. I don't know. It's Mono Black Tron's probably the worst because you don't.
Yeah, okay, it's the worst played Tron.
You don't have a. What was it? Hailfire of Damnation or whatever it was called from.
Torment of Hellfire.
Yeah. I love how I got that
Yeah,
card name completely wrong, and yet you knew what I meant. So.
No, clearly you play Death Cloud, right? Only make sure you have one more life than your opponent.
Yeah, there we go. Right, what else is in this? Sword of the Meek has not been unbanned yet.
Yeah, you can't do Talk to Foundry Sword of the Meek shenanigans.
No. Seething Song has been banned.
Yeah, and punishing. Sorry, Right Flame.
Yeah, right. I think Right Flame was always banned.
I don't know. I think Right Flame was the first ban to stop Storm, and then they had to ban Seething Song as well. I think.
Fair enough. It was
because this was after Pyromancer's Ascension had been printed, so there was a really good Pyromancer's Ascension Storm deck at first.
Yeah,
they had to ban a couple of cards to get rid of it.
Yes, I do remember.
And make it into a normal Storm deck. But Storm does still have Gitaxian Probe at this point.
Yes, and then
which was huge.
The last card I'll bring up that's banned, my favourite card on this list, sadly, Second Sunrise.
Yep, no 20-minute turn 2 combos with eggs.
If you want to watch one of the best Pro Tours of all time, I believe it's 2012 Pro Tour Return to Ravnica. Stanislav Sifka just playing solitaire effectively in the final while his opponent is literally just leant on his fist counting Storm for him.
there's a good MTG Goldfish video about it actually. Seth goes through it.
It's after Second Sunrise was banned and people figured out that you could still do it with
Croc Clan Ironworks.
Well, Croc Clan Ironworks and a shitty 6-mana sorcery from one of the Innistrad sets that does basically the same thing. It was still playable. It wasn't good.
No, there was another Croc Clan Ironworks deck that was good.
Yes. But
which is why Croc Clan Ironworks is no longer legal.
Yes. Yeah. Croc Clan needed to.
I wonder
die.
how much of that deck is still in this format. Is there anything missing from that deck in 2015, or will it was an actual playable deck that we discovered?
So I have a series of forum posts on MTG Salvation that I dug up. I really do mean dug up. It was like 8 years ago. Because I built for the not Second Sunrise. I built the Croc Clan Ironworks deck and took it to PPTQs. And there's like one sideboard card I would have to change.
But the main deck is legal in 2015, more than just nobody had figured it out yet.
Yep.
Well then, that's terrifying. I guess you've solved the format.
There we go. Yeah. It looks like people are converging on Modo as the way to play.
Yeah, makes sense because it means that if the format ever gets support, there's a legitimate way to play it.
And it takes care of the rules, unlike Cockatrice, for example.
Yeah, exactly.
But the one issue, or one of the big issues with the deck, is that playing it in person, you can loop things, which you can't. Which you can't do on Modo.
Yeah, infinite combos suck on Modo. It's true.
Which means that you're kind of forced to put Grape Shot into the deck, which it's only one card out of the 60, right? But it makes the deck less consistent.
Yeah.
Because you'd rather that just be another artifact that you can loop as part of the combo before eventually killing them.
Yeah.
So in person, the kill was Pyrite Spellbomb.
Yes, yeah.
Because it's still card draw until you're ready to kill them, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Or mana with Croc Clan if that's what you need or whatever. But yeah, if you're playing online, you basically just have to grape shot them because otherwise you're not going to win 2 games.
Or just have people play nice and actually let you say you've demonstrated the loop.
Oh no!
And scoop.
No, if someone's playing eggs, fuck being nice to them. I'm saying this as someone who plays eggs or has played eggs. But, no, yeah, that is very much the sporting thing to do. But,
Yeah.
At least, you know, I wouldn't expect people to scoop to me if I demonstrated the loop. You know.
I mean, I think the only time you'd make someone play it out and wear down their clock is if you're in like top 4 and you're actually going to win a prize if they lose to it.
Yeah, fair enough. So one of my this is a deck that's not in yet because we've missed the sets aren't in there yet. But do you remember Niri Control?
Oh, the one that was like you fetch Emrakul at the end.
Yes.
Like you ultimate Nahiri and go get Emrakul and just kill them with it.
Yeah. So I was playing against someone who had like the most perfectly tricked out version of that deck. Like every land possible was a masterpiece, or no, what an expedition.
Yeah.
That's what they were called.
Yeah.
Like everything was the most bling possible version. Like it's the only time in person that I've seen those really the Therese Nielsen basic lands that are like $500.
Oh
each.
yeah. The Guru lands. Yeah.
Guru, that's what they're called. Yeah. It was like a $10,000 deck easily. Game 1, I spellbomb him to death. Game 2, he has a ley line in play that I can't deal with before he kills me. Game 3, he's got the ley line in play, but I've got I've realised, you know, and I've sideboarded, and I now have Swansong in my main deck, which was part of like a 17-step infinite loop to make infinite bird tokens. So the entire game, this opponent's been calling the judge on me, and the judge has been like, it's not slow play, he's making a decision every 3 seconds, he's allowed to make 200 decisions in a row. Like, so you know, we're the we're the final game of this round. You know, everyone's just watching. The judge is next to us. I just turn to the judge and be like, "Hey, this is a loop. Let me show you." He's like, "Cool. How many bird tokens do you want?" I'll 300. The opponent complains about that, and the judge is like, "No, it's a loop. That's how it works. He's allowed to do that." Opponent, you know, I passed my opponent. I've got 1 card left in my deck. A face reward. I can tell you exactly what card it was because I remember how the combo works. Opponent just goes, "Fine, supreme verdict on my turn." So, okay, cool. In your end step, I'll loop again and make 300 more birds because every part of this is an instant.
Yeah.
And he just went home. The opponent just took his stuff, didn't sign the slip, just left.
That's how you get banned by the DCI if you do that too many times.
Yeah, so technically I won that round 2-0 because he never signed the slip.
Love it.
And then I think I ended up going 2-4 at that PPTQ, so I didn't win anything. But...
So I'm also just checking a deck that I have built for Modern on MTGO, and I think every part of this deck is legal in Magic 2015 format.
So at some point I purged my MTGO of deck lists, so I don't actually have any historic ones on here. But
yep, I'm pretty sure this deck would be legal in the format. So I might whip out as a bonus surprise deck if you like.
Works for me.
You reminded me of it when you were talking about the Nahiri deck, but it's not the Nahiri deck. It's even sillier.
There's one other white-red planeswalker I can think of that's legal.
It's not white-red, it's green-red.
Fair enough.
But one of the things the deck does is to buy time, it uses primal commands to tuck a land and search for an Eternal Witness to rebuy the primal commands to tuck a land and rebuy the Eternal Witness.
That's a point. Thron the Last Troll. You might see him again.
Thron and the Bogles.
I mean, he's what, 4 mana, 4/4 trample,
Shroud,
regen, and shroud, right?
Yeah, the untouchable. You can't even equip him. That was back. Yeah, that's
yeah.
Shroud was the balanced mechanic.
Yeah. So what, Wrath of God killed him because can't regenerate. But
Yeah.
anyway, so let's wrap this up here. I believe after the not I believe we fucking talked about this. We're going to play a gauntlet now of modern decks.
Yep, that sounds good to me.
So we've both got 3 deck lists loaded up. We know what decks each other are playing, but we don't know the actual list themselves.
Yeah.
So we're doing bests of 1 or best of 3.
Whatever you prefer.
I'm happy to do this all day. Let's go best of 3. We can sideboard
Sounds
stuff
good.
then. So we
Sounds good.
We both have 3 decks. Winner stays on, and whoever's standing at the end wins.
Right.
All right. See you soon.
See you soon.